Hello, everybody on YouTube. This is coughing. No, this is Super Nintendo, and today I have a channel update for you guys. So it's been a little while. I've tried not to do these as much as before, the way I used to do them, but today I have a announcement for a few projects that were not in, as well as a few things that will be changing sometime soon. So, first, let's get out of the way with the more simple stuff. My icon, I have decided to keep that a static thing, maybe redrawing it every so often, but I've decided to keep that a static thing. But the avatar itself, I will still be drawing a new avatar for each new Let's Play. It's just those are going to be strictly used for the thumbnails. They're not going to be part of the icons anymore. The reason I decided to do this is because it's not a case of like it's too much work, but I feel like the more time I spend working on the icons and stuff that honestly most people really don't care about from what I've seen, the less time I have to work on the Let's Plays, and I already spread myself way too thin with those as it is. That's why first reaction has been very slow coming. It's why New Game Plus has been put on hiatus for a while. It's why a lot of stuff on my channel is on hiatus. Well, partially, like collabs and stuff. I want to do more collabs, to be perfectly honest, but there's not a whole lot of them on the 3DS, or not 3DS, on the PS4 that I could do. Because, I don't like doing, Call of Duty type things, or Fortnite, or, honestly, when I did Fortnite, I was just doing it because, Fear wanted to do Fortnite with me as, a collab, and I'm like, fine. It'd be fine to do for at least 4 episodes or whatever. And if you watch the episodes, I am clearly not enjoying myself at all. It's the most enjoyment I had with that game was messing around in the spider ball, which, from what Fear has told me, is no longer in the game. Also, I lost a subscriber for every Fortnite episode I release. So, I'm not doing another Fortnite series. I'm not. But back on topic. I would like to do more collab stuff. So, I want to do, Mario Party or Mario Kart or something like that with people that are close or whatever. Fear is actually supposed to be getting a Switch sometime in the future. So we might be able to, record our... we might be able to do something with that. But, yeah, we'll just have to see, because we need to do a little bit of experimenting before a collab series like that can be done. Secondly, and going back to the avatar, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit. The avatar that is going to be the icon, well, I already have a sketch design, and here it is. So, for whatever reason, for the past week or so, I've been drawing things in, chibi style for a while. So basically, it's simpler, it's easier to draw, it's chibi style, lends itself much more to expressions than the typical anime style that I've been drawing in for a while. And also because I need a break from drawing stuff in Dragon Ball style, to be perfectly honest. I draw stuff almost exclusively in that style just because I've been drawing it for so many years. So, yeah, I need a break from that style. So that's why the new avatar is going to be like this. So, yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's going to look a little bit better once it's done being drawn and whatnot. So, yeah, like I said, for whatever reason, I've been wearing hoodies around the house lately. I don't know why, so I just included that into the avatar. I think it's going to be this hoodie that is going to be in the drawing, or is in the drawing, rather. I kind of wanted it to be like I'm putting on my jacket, so it's like, because like I actually do like make a fist in the thing, like whenever I'm like that. I should actually make the sleeve on the arm like come out more like that. But yeah. Another thing that I will excuse me. Around this time of year, I always get really bad coughs that just show up suddenly. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an allergy or something. But one thing that I want to do, probably not going to be implemented until next year, but I'm going to be doing a completionist run of Breath of the Wild. However, it's not going to be a main series. It's not going to be like a main Let's Play thing. What I'm planning on, what I want it to be is, it's going to be like a side project. I'll record it in my off time whenever I'm like, I really need to record this series today or that series, but I just don't feel like it. So I'm just going to get on because like I can play Breath of the Wild for literal days without getting bored. I according to my Switch, I have over like 700 hours logged in the freaking game. So, yeah. What I'm planning on doing is, this is going to be a series where I'll do it in my off time, and, what will happen is, I'm going to save the core arcs for their own video, and I'll have them split up by section, like section on the map, pretty much. And I've already gotten all 900 core arc seeds. I've already 100% of the game already, but yeah. I don't want to do this for its own Let's Play, though, for like a main series, because I never wanted to do that, because the game is just so freaking long, but the stuff that it fills that time with is, to be frank, rather boring to watch, and even describing it sounds boring. Because, like, in between going through the dungeons and the main story, you, not counting the shrines, you go and play hide and seek with 900 forest children that are scattered throughout the world. You gotta collect and hunt animals to get certain materials so that you can upgrade your little outfits and whatnot and get better weapons. You gotta play not even a whole lot of mini games in this game, really, to be honest. Because, like, there's a horse archery mini game that can go fuck itself. Oh my god, that's gonna be fun to do. I'm saving that shit for last. The horse jumping minigame is also a pain in the dick, but at the very least it's easier to do, and it doesn't take nearly as long to do, because of the fact that because like the horse archery thing, like you control the horse, and also the horse archery thing depends on what kind of arrows and bows you have, as well as the current weather at the time, what kind of horse you have, what kind of bow you have, as well as your skill in archery. In Breath of the Wild, I don't use bows very often. So that's why, that video way back when of like, oh, this is me getting the last key item. That's why it took so freaking long. Because it took like 2 or 3 hours for me to do that. That's why it was also one of the videos that took me to my editing heights at the time. Like now I can do stuff like that, stuff like that, like that. So, but at the time it was one of the most ambitious things editing wise for me to do. But I'm kind of rambling at this point. So, yeah, Breath of the Wild is going to be a bonus series that I will be working on. How it's going to work is I'll release, whenever I get this series done, I'll release one episode. I don't know if it's going to be like a weekends thing, or, because what I think I might do is, like, I'll release, like, 5 or 10 episodes in between each major series, just to kind of give me a little bit of a buffer, give me a little bit more time to work on certain series. That way I have more time to work on those, and I can also work on New Game Plus and other stuff in the meantime. When I say it like that, it's like, dude, there's no excuse for you to not do New Game Plus, because, like, you're doing Breath of the Wild. If you didn't do that, you could also do New Game Plus. And to be honest, New Game Plus, I don't know what game I want to do for it next. I kind of want to do one of the Shantae games. For a while, I wanted to do Resident Evil 7, but since my Let's Play of Resident Evil 7 way back when, the scare factor has worn off on me, personally, like, really. And I found almost everything in the game. I haven't done hardcore mode yet. Fuck hardcore mode. I tried it once, and hardcore Mia is so bullshit, because, like, you have to be so freaking meticulous with accurate with your freaking bullets. You have to hit every single one of them in her head, and even then you have to pull out your freaking axe just to hit her a couple of times. So it's like, that doesn't sound like fun. It really doesn't. It sounds like a Hulk-sized kick to the dick. It's like, that doesn't sound like fun. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to do Resident Evil 7 for a New Game Plus, but the scare factor is worn off on me. So I don't really know what to do with that. Would you guys still be interested in a New Game Plus playthrough of Resident Evil 7, or would you prefer me doing other stuff? Because, like, I have a couple of ideas for stuff I could do. I could do Risky's Revenge, because I'm not exactly happy with how that Let's Play turned out. Pirate's Curse, because, like, I love Pirate's Curse, and not exactly a spoiler, because, like, I showed it in my little trailer for upcoming projects. Half Genie Hero is going to be a game I'm going to be doing. In fact, I'm working on recording the series now, along with one game that I didn't show in the trailer, and Xenoverse 2, or not Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse 1. Xenoverse 1, though, is going to be like, it comes after Half Genie Hero, so it's like, I'm not exactly stressing with Xenoverse 1 right now. I'm just working on one game that I didn't show in the trailer, and Half Genie Hero. As a matter of fact, I got episodes 4 and 5 ready to be edited. And the other series is almost done. So, yeah. Let's see. Sorry for Stranger Things vlog taking longer than expected. I'll come clean. I just started watching it earlier this week, and I only got 2 vlog things done right now, and I don't really have an excuse for me not watching it before now. What I should have done is watched it throughout September, and then that way, like, most of the vlogs would already be done. Then I can release them throughout October. But I'm dumb. I'm just dumb. So yeah, with Stranger Things, what I plan on doing is just covering the first season. I might do season 2 next October, and season 3 the October after that, and season 4 whenever the hell that comes out. I don't know. So yeah, I want to do more vlog stuff, because like doing that with doing that with Star Versus was actually pretty fun. Speaking of Star Versus, I don't know if I'm gonna do a vlog stuff for season 4, because I've already watched season 4 on my off time. It wasn't on Hulu at the time. I was watching it on Google Play Video. And yeah, like Star Versus season 4 was kind of a mixed bag for me, because like I loved season 3. I loved the direction that it was going, because it was like, oh, they finally got it into the thick freaking skulls that the filler episodes are just annoying. Because, like, for me, to talk a little bit about Star, seasons 1 and 2, I enjoyed for what they were, but when they started, at the end of season 1, they started getting more story-oriented. But then most of season 2 is just filler after filler after filler after filler, and it just got really, really annoying. It was like the problem with Steven Universe all over again. And, I will talk about Steven Universe. God damn, I'm saving that for its own video. I'm gonna rewatch all of Steven Universe, before I do that, though. But back to Star. Season 2 is just, like I said, filler after filler after filler. And it's just really freaking annoying. Season 3, for the most part, was just story stuff. But season 4 is back to filler after filler after filler. But like half the show, half that like not even like half. I would say like a 1/3 of the season is just dedicated to filler. You know, maybe more than that, honestly. And okay, I was gonna save this for its own video, but I might as well just talk about it here, just because Marco and Star, their relationship has been weird ever since Running with Scissors, because like Marco is like 30 plus years old. Yeah, he's in his 16, 15-year-old body, but he's still 30 plus years old. Star, as far as we're aware, has not gone through anything like this. And I would say she definitely hasn't, because when she goes into Hecapu's dimension, she's still visibly the same age. as she was before she left. So I don't get it. Also, why does when you leave, because like, okay, time works differently in her dimension. Fair enough. But why is it when you leave her dimension, you revert to how you were before physically? Because like you retain all the information, unless you're Mariposa or Meteora. But I guess spoilers for those who haven't seen season 4. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. It just feels like, oh, we plan on Marco and Star having a romantic relationship in the show, and Marco is 30 plus years old. Well, we're going to have to change his physical form back so it's not creepy. It's still creepy. It doesn't matter about his physical form. He's still 30 plus years old. You know, and this isn't something that is just ignored by the show. They bring it up multiple times. So it's so annoying, really. It's really creepy. You know, it's like, oh, she's 14, but he's 30 plus years old. And like they're treating it as though they're both like 14 or 15, and they're like, oh, they're just like little cute. Marco, no. No. What I think should have happened is, even if he does still have romantic feelings because, you know, crushes and whatnot, he'd be like, look, Star, I'm too old for you. I'm too old. I realize that I'm in my 15-year-old body, but I'm 30 plus years old. This is wrong. We can still be friends, but this it can't happen. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with Aang and Katara, really, but Aang at the very least was frozen for 100 years, and both physically and mentally hasn't aged in all that time. Actually, no. Technically speaking, he would have aged physically, just not as drastically. I mean, because like his skin cells would still be dying off and replacing themselves in order for him to still be alive and whatnot. So, yeah, technically speaking, he is aged, but you know, physically he's still 12. So, I actually posted online once that Aang is technically a pedophile, and technically he is. Technically he is. He's like over 80 years older than his freaking girlfriend. So yeah. I can't think of anything else to talk about, so I guess that'll be it. See you guys in the next video. Take care.